because allegedly I broke it. Yeah, who blew that one up, Matt?
So what does this mean? New engine?
Yeah. How you doing? Good, what's up? Got the engine? Yes, sir. That sort of stuff and help out some. Old motor's out right here. Left the cradle on the stand. Now we'll continue to strip this block down. Take off our brackets, our diff, our oil pan, high pressure pump, and then everything on the hot side. Replace all the seals, gaskets, any O-rings, stuff like that that's associated. Get parts transferred over to the new block. This one is a built block, rods, pistons, ARP studs. We've got most of it all put together on the engine stand and ready to go back in the car. I'm going to build a custom oil cooler for it. The factory housing did not have this piece. Added the billet flange for the cooling system there. This is a pure stage 2 turbo. I have a metal valve cover for the top that we're going to use, and I'm currently waiting on a new windage tray for the bottom side here to come in. That will bolt into this oil pump and cover the bottom of your crank, and then I can put the oil pan back on and stab it back in the cradle.
It's almost ready to go back in?
Almost. Motor is fully assembled. Now it's ready to bolt back in the car, put wiring harness to it, and it should be running. So by next week, it should be running. Motor is now in place. We're in the process of building a oil cooler for it, getting the port injection put back on, finished getting the suspension and everything put on at the front. But before we can go back to what we had, we are now going to make a change of plans there as well. We have a brand new box of goodies from Airlift. So the car will not be returning back to the coilovers that it had by the time we're all said and done. It'll be on a fresh set of bags. We got compressors here. Our management. We're going on air. Pick it up and do an adjustment.
Cool.
Motor's in it. I'm waiting on one Vanos solenoid to show up. The other one was trash from when the motor let go. And then we are pretty much fluids away from that. As soon as that solenoid arrives, I got that to put in, fluids to put in it, and one coolant hose that we're waiting on here. And that's going to be about it, and then we can test fire the car. Everything is hooked back unless I missed something in the DME box.
So what's happening?
That's permanent faults that are showing up when I scan it. So I'm trying to just double check all my stuff. It'd be pointless to fire it like that, or it'd just sit here and RPMs would bounce around and do a bunch of stupid crap. Real loud, real loud. Probably all sorts of mad because it don't have any exhaust other than the downpipe.
You want me to fire it back up?
Sure. Try it again.
So what we're making here is the mount for the tank. So we need to make sure the tank can go on the carbon trunk that I didn't steal from Matt's car. Just want to make sure the carbon's not going to crack, fall apart on any mounting hardware. So to mount the tank up there, we're going to distribute the weight over a much larger area with much more fasteners. We'll do carpet kind of through here and then finish it up with a nice little touch.
If it doesn't work this time, I'm burning it down. After 3 days of hell, I realized that the reluctor wheel was missing off the brand new block. So I had to go all the way back to where we sent the core and go pick it up 2 hours away.
Think this will work?
I hope so, man.
We'll see what it does.
It's good.
Well, that's better.
Yeah.
It's only taken all week.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it does.
What is this?
It's eBay. So it is, as far as I've heard, it's M3
Carbon hood?
carbon hood.
Sick.
We're gonna test it to make sure it's not gonna, you know, have something dumb, because our luck lately has been spot on.
I just knew he knew it was fast.
You'll have to hold it on.
Just gonna put it. Cool. That's
It's not too bad. It's kind of
I don't know. This is eBay Cybon.
I wanted this one anyway because the bulge is different, and if we're gonna wrap the majority of it anyway, like that gives it a little bit more hood exposed. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I saw this. This look good.
So we got the anniversary on this.
Sick.
So now at least it's got the M3 bumper, and then now we've got the hood and the CSL style trunk. It'll have the box wrap too.
Damn.
Okay, my hand's fucked off. That's kind of dope. What? You found me in a predicament. I'm just making sure that there's gonna be enough room for tank and all that little stuff, which it looks like there should be.
It looks good. This thing's turning out sick. Damn. That turbo's cool.
Hey guys, if you've been keeping up with the channel and the build list, you'll kind of remember that I blew this thing up. As you can see, it's now outside. We had the engine built for it, so it's a fully forged motor now. It is now in the car. We also took the time to bag it while we were at it. We decided, you know, what the heck, like, let's go all out with the car. So we put it on air ride, and then it is going over to our friends at Simple Auto Styling to get wrapped. So the next time you see this, it will be completely different.
That's cool.
Gloss?
That's sick.
Yes, except
Like, 'cause, you know, looking at pictures online, it's hard to tell. It's like, that's really subtle, but no, that looks good. So we're cloning this design, but with all of our stuff.
If you look at it from far away and you don't actually,
That's gonna look sick.
So like the hood's already wrapped, and the top of the deck lid is wrapped.
It's so hard to imagine in my head what it's gonna look like when it's done.
Yeah. I had a video chat, and like James hasn't seen any of it. And I said, well, go to something you've done so I can see it.
Oh,
so
yeah.
like the spy photos of the hood and trunk look really good. It looks pretty sick.
Are you ready?
Told him he can't
I don't
go
know.
in until you got the camera ready.
This thing's been such a nightmare to get to this point. I don't know if I'm ready to see it.
James is
Probably
ready.
worse than him.
Yeah, because I'm gonna do bad things to this car. Well, it's white.
It is white.
Are you gonna pull it out? Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
From right here, it's wild, dude. You can see all the rainbow in it.
What do you think?
Looks great. By the time we get the other stuff done, we got side skirt extensions to put on, a new front lip to put on, just double check some stuff and it's good to go.
In the right lighting? It's sick.
Well, there's no way that I'm gonna drive this and baby it. So I said, I said, Matt, you got to break it in, and then I'll drive.
That's cool. That's dope. Now that we're all said and done, wraps finished on the vehicle, trunk's good to go. What we've done is stick the 28-inch flow tank actually underneath our trunk, and I say underneath now, but on a deck lid of our trunk, which doesn't really fold like it's supposed to anymore. Did the tilty trunk with the carbon fiber CSL lip just because we could. It's a little bit different. The trunk does have a capability. Oh, hold on, you gotta see the favorite part. This is for the culture, everybody. But essentially the trunk will still fold up exactly like this. So as Matt talked about on the install, we are gonna do full AN on this system. With the trunk up on like this, we can kind of give you a little bit better view of that. We have the 10 AN that we run for both of our compressor lines right here. Enough slack to be able to go into the tilted orientation and the closed orientation without any problems, no leaks. Same thing with here. I gotta snap the plate in all the way, but the slack allows that to sit down there, everything nice and neat and tucked out of the way. I did something kind of cool for the controller. I thought, well, why not let's hide this off here, give it the aesthetic of getting the race car feeling. Went ahead and took the passenger vent for the idea. You're gonna be driving this car most of the time. Driver's important, so you gotta make sure your AC, your heat, vented to you properly. Passenger, don't need those where we're going.